What's up, guys? This is Cassidy, and we had the TNA Vs GFW invasion last night. It wasn't as good as I thought it was going to be, but it was good that we got to see all the GFW guys showcase a lot of their talent. But anyways, getting into this, the show began with obviously Jeff Jarrett and GFW guys coming out. Obviously, I mean that was a must. Jeff had his King of the Ring Mountain belt with him. He said that his TNA days are over and that he won't be competing in any competition ever again. He also goes on to say that GFW is about competing at the highest possible level, which all promotions should aspire to do. He has a point. He also told us that he was vacating the King of the Mountain title, which we all knew was probably going to happen, and then it will be defended in the main event. And then obviously something had to happen with that, so Eric Young comes out and interrupts. He tells Jeff Jarrett he's God and he's going to worship him. He brings up that he injured Kurt Angle and Chris Melendez. You can tell he obviously didn't respect Jeff Jarrett or his accomplishments and says he's just a booker man. And then Jarrett says he's like, if you want to get that match, you're in. Good luck, Punk. And then Eric Young attacks him. And then the GFW guys rush down to the ring to help Jeff. And then a lot of the TNA guys, including Robbie and Mr. Anderson, run in. And then there's a massive brawl as they went into commercial. They come back from commercial. Jared and Sanjay Dutt and the other guys are backstage. They denied the whole Angle thing, like in plain sight. I think they think we're stupid. They say that GFW just wants to compete and showcase their skills. And Jeff Jarrett goes along and say that Eric Young's insane, which we all knew. Obviously, he calls himself God. We had Awesome Kong versus Lady Taba. I don't know who Lady Taba's manager is. I couldn't tell. I mean, she didn't look familiar, so I didn't think she was worth noting. But her manager was talking trash prior to the match. And then you saw Kong hit a crossbody. Only a 2 count. She hits a splash, but again, gets a 2 count. Lady Taba fights back with a Samoan drop. And then Kong clotheslines her outside to the floor, where they brawl so long that they both get counted out. And it ends in a double count out. And then we learn, and this is the most exciting news to me, that PJ Black will be competing in the King of the Mountain match tonight. This is exciting. I like PJ Black. And then Bobby Roode cuts an in-ring promo complaining about Jeff Jarrett not putting him in the King of the Mountain match. He's angry at Rockstar Spud because he kicked Aries out of TNA. Spud comes out, calls Roode a condescending prick. And then they kind of just it was just, let's put it this way, it was just like Spud basically said, if you mess with me, I'll fight back. And then Spud just punches him, open palms him. I don't know what it was. It wasn't a very devastating hit. But then Roode hit a Roode bomb and then choked him out with the crossface. And then Roode runs into Jeff Jarrett backstage, and then Roode says, you can't tell me what to do, you need to get out of my face. That type of thing. That's just the Roode way. And then we had Jesse Otter versus Bobby Lashley, which surprisingly, maybe not surprisingly, it was not a good match. Bobby Lashley dominated that match. But the point of this was whoever won got to be in the King of the Mountain match in the main event. Lashley clotheslined Jesse and threw him into the corner with a shoulder thing, that Batista used to do, and then suplexed him into the other corner. Jesse got out of the ring and Lashley chased him back in the ring. Lashley continued to dominate with a cool handspring spinning elbow. That was pretty epic. Jesse fought back with a power slam, but was way too busy trying to heal it up with the whole, Mr. Spectacular thing. Lashley hit the spear for the win. Jesse, man. And then you had clips of the Full Metal Mayhem match with EC3 and Matt Hardy. And then we learn, I don't even know why this is a surprise on who it was, but that Drew Galloway was taken out by a mystery assailant, and now there's a vacant spot in the King of the Mountain match. Karen Jarrett claims that there was someone working against the alliance between GFW and TNA. Dixie said she was going to go to the hospital to check on Drew. Is it not obvious who it is? I mean, if it's not Eli Drake, then it doesn't make sense. Besides, can't we get rid of Eli Drake already? I mean, let's be honest. Okay. And then EC3 and Tyrus come down to the ring. EC3 gets on the mic and brags about beating Matt Hardy in Full Metal Mayhem. EC3 says he'll be the champion forever and ever. What a stupid thing to say. Matt Hardy comes out, still selling his injuries. He concedes that Carter is a very strong performance and defeated a Hardy brother at their own game. Which is true. But he says he will not die. He wants another shot. And then EC3 admits that he respects Hardy, but it isn't up to him. It's for the fans to decide. So he says no to a rematch, obviously, because, that heel tactic. Tyrus then attacks Hardy, and EC3 hits him with the belt. EC3 celebrates to close that segment. And then we've got skip to the one of the major ones. Tigger Uno versus Sanjay Dutt. Because I know there was the tag team match, but it didn't get a lot of time. But Brian Myers and Travis Lee versus the Wolves. And the Wolves won, obviously. And then we had Tigger versus Sanjay Dutt. There were some good athletic moves early on. Things split out on the floor where Dutt hit a spinning running Hurricane Rana. That's just Sanjay Dutt. He's an amazing athlete. Back in the ring, he hit a springboard splash for a 2 count. He hits a Frankensteiner from the ropes, but Tigger Uno counters with the roll up, and Tigger Uno wins. That was these matches didn't get a lot of time. The good ones. And then they had the King of the Mountain match, which I liked this ending. But anyways, we had Lashley versus the Adonis versus Robbie E versus Eric Young versus PJ Black. It was a good main event, I think. PJ Black won, and next week he faces EC3 at Turning Point. Somewhat a surprising result, but a good one nonetheless. Lashley pinned Eric with a spear to start with. PJ Black got a pin on a sunset flip on Mordetsky, which is the Adonis. And then Adonis and Young were sent to the penalty box. Robbie pinned Black, the boom drop, and now Black's in the penalty box. Lashley pinned Robbie E with a spear after he ducked the clothesline. Lashley was sent outside as all the guys ganged up on him. Adonis rolled up Young and he sent to the box in a great move. Robbie dove off the penalty box to hit Chris Masters or Chris Mordetsky or whatever you want to call him, and Lashley. Black brought a ladder into the ring. Young gets out and goes after Lashley. He pile drove Robbie onto the stairs. Young gets a pinfall and he is sent to the box. Lashley climbs the ladder. Eric Young shoved him off. Young climbs up, but Black tried to shove him off. He holds on as much as he can, but then Lashley spears him off, which was that was a crazy spear. And then Black hits a 450, fat 450. I swear, I mean, PJ Black's 450 is undoubtedly the best in the history of wrestling. He took Lashley out and then climbed up and grabbed the belt. Not a bad show. I mean, the ending was great. I mean, PJ Black winning obviously is always good, you know, and I mean, obviously there were some things that they could have done better, I think. Jeff Jarrett's obviously a great wrestler. He books well a lot of the time, and it's not that he didn't book well. It's more a lot of the good matches didn't get a whole lot of time. Like the tag team match should have got a lot more time than it did, I think. The Wolves are a great talent. Trevor Lee, I forget who who he went up against. Oh, Brian Myers and Travis Lee. Obviously he deserved more time because it was a good match. Sanjay Dutt and T-Rooney deserved more time. It was a good match. So it was probably could have gone on a little longer, and then they would have been good matches. Even not they were, but that was the TNA Vs GFW invasion angle. Obviously, we learned that it's not really an invasion angle at this point. It's more of a conjuncture, bringing together formation of a new promotion type of thing. Not a new promotion, but a partnership is what I'm trying to say. Like I said, it was great to see PJ Black, Chris Mordetsky, which is Chris Masters. I'm pretty sure, I didn't pay that much attention, but I'm pretty sure Brian Myers was, or maybe Travis, I don't know. One of them looked like Kurt Hawkins. I don't pay much attention to GFW, like the roster and all what they call them now, but or the gimmicks. But great to see them. Great to see PJ Black, Chris Masters. Great to see Sanjay Dutt again, although he's developed a bit of a heel run. It's great to see those guys. But I do think that if there's going to be a continued partnership with this, it needs to be completely, better booked or give them more time. Like, give them more than. I'm not saying do a 3-hour show. I'm just saying cut down the promos. The Rude and Spud segment should not have gone on as long as it did. It wasn't that good of a segment, if you ask me. course, next week we'll find out who attacked Drew Galloway. We'll see PJ Black versus EC3 for the TNA World Heavyweight Championship. But that'll be it for this, guys. Man, it was a pretty good show for what it's worth. But remember, on Monday, of course, there's going to be a new WWE 2K16 kind of update out. They'll have probably 7 new superstars, maybe 10 if we're lucky. We'll see who we got going on there, what new stuff they've added every week. And remember that I will upload right now, I upload every Thursday, Monday and Thursday with WWE updates and TNA updates. Maybe it's a possibility that I could do Raw reviews, SmackDown reviews. But I do know I'm going to be doing pay-per-view reviews as well. On the Monday after the pay-per-view. So I may not do the Raw reviews. I don't know. It'll just depend. But like I said, as of now, I upload every Monday and Thursday. If you like this content, I advise you to subscribe for more. Like I said, every Monday and Thursday for now. Probably be more in the future. But for now, every Monday and Thursday. And I will see you guys in the future.